Hey everybody, it's Curse, and today I'm here to bless you with some alarming news about high corruption tier drop rates. Over the last 2 days, I finished pushing from 200 to 1000 corruption with my Warlock, and in that process, I'd been looking out for a Mad Alchemist Ladle upgrade, because my current one sucks. So I actively hunted down every single Exiled Mage that I could, but unfortunately, as my corruption went higher and higher, it just seemed like the Exiled Mages refused to drop Mad Alchemist Ladles. I started to wonder, has RNGesus forsaken me? Did EHG blacklist me for some reason? No. I sure hope not. But then I decided it's time to take the tinfoil hat off and science this out. So, with the help of my Twitch chat, over the course of 8 or 12 hours, we started gathering data for various corruption tiers. And here I have 0 to 100, 120, etc., etc. The number of mage kills and the number of corresponding ladle drops. And you can see that the drop rates seem to be going down. To me, this is very, very, very alarming. Normally, higher corruption and higher rarity should lead to more items, not fewer items. But the data speaks for itself. One person's experience can be anecdotal, but when we accumulate the experience of hundreds of people, we now have evidence that there's something really wrong with the drop rates at high corruption tiers. The big question here is this local to Mad Alchemist Ladle into the Exiled Mage? Or is it perhaps a global problem with every single unique? Anyway, I wanted to bring attention to this because I really would love it if EHG looked into this. The last thing you want in an ARPG is a loot drop system that punishes you for going into higher difficulty locations. It does not feel good, and it should be very scary for every ARPG enjoyer out there. But let's also help EHG out. If you happen to be running monos, please come in here and drop a comment like this and mention how many mages you've killed and how many ladles you've dropped at your corresponding corruption tier. And I will integrate your comment into the data and then check mark it to get rid of it as soon as I do that. That will give us more evidence as to what's going on and perhaps give EHG a clue as to the existence of a breakpoint of corruption, let's say 400, past which maybe you can't drop ladle or something along those lines. We've had some theories as to what might be going on. It could be that the faction impacts this. There is one node on the COF faction that increases the LP potential of items. So maybe that impacts it. I kind of doubt it. I strongly suspect it is the rarity calculation for higher corruption tiers. But it's possible that that is the root cause as well. Anyways, it's hard for any of us to know. If you happen to get into some data mining and you have a better answer, please let the rest of us know, especially EHG, so that we can get a fix to this and we can actually get good drops at higher corruption. But until then, I'd probably stick to corruption 0 to 400, at least for my farming pattern. Anyway, there you have it. It's just a short little video that I wanted to do to bring attention to this and as a call to action for us to get a little bit more data in there and get a better representation of what might be going on. So once again, please check the description of the video and add your data points to it. Please be accurate. I don't want skewed data. So please make sure to have exact numbers of kills and ladle drops and at the correct corruption tier as much as possible. Guess I'll go back looking for that 2 OP Mad Alchemist Ladle now. Take it easy and go ci so sama desta.